Namaskar and good evening. From today, I am starting a new segment under What Does This Data Say, which I am calling as Data Point. As you all know, I do one episode every week, the duration of which is around 15 minutes. But then I find 1 week in today's fast moving environment is really a long time. Sometimes you come across some news item or some other analysis where there is some data which is important, and I think I should bring it across to you immediately, because if I do it later, the value of that data decreases. But then it may not be always possible to bring out a full episode on a small data issue, because that requires much more research and it takes quite some time to bring out the episode. Data point episodes will be a brief analysis of events that are currently in the news. Therefore, there will be no fixed frequency of these programs. As and when something interesting happens, I will analyze it and bring that data to you. So, let's start with today's first episode, which is about international airport traffic in India. The news alert said that UP will soon have 5 international airports. Now, when I clicked on the link, it was from Live Mint. This news item was about our Prime Minister, Mr. Narendra Modi, when he was addressing the UP Global Investors Summit a few days ago on February 10th. In that, he mentioned that UP will soon be known for 5 international airports. He further said, now the state is known for law and order and stability. Out of the 5 airports that he mentioned, 3 are already operational, that is Lucknow, Varanasi, and Kushinagar. Jewar, which is coming up near Noida, is under construction, and the fifth one is planned at Ayodhya. Some time ago, I had done a full episode on Kushinagar Airport and had shown that that airport is not viable at all. Firstly, it has been made just 50 kilometers away from Gorakhpur, which doesn't make sense. And secondly, there is hardly any traffic coming into that airport, especially when you talk of international flights. I am leaving the link up here and you can see that episode. I'll just do a quick status check about Kushinagar International Airport before I proceed further in this episode. Between April to November 2022, there were zero international flights which landed in Kushinagar. While during the same period last year, there were only 2 flights, that is, when they came in from Sri Lanka for the inauguration of the airport. The nearest international airport to Kushinagar is Varanasi, which had 613 flights landing during the same period. So the passenger traffic also has been zero accordingly. There were no flights. Last year, there were 231 passengers who came on these 2 flights from Sri Lanka to attend the inauguration. So in this episode, I'm talking only about international traffic, but I'll quickly show you the domestic traffic also at Kushinagar is very, very less. Now I'm talking about the domestic traffic at Kushinagar. Between April and November last year, there were 244 domestic flights which landed in Kushinagar. Compare that with nearby Gorakhpur, which had 4,680, and Banaras had 12,446 flights during the same period. With just 2 flights a week from Delhi today, Kushinagar remains the most underutilized airport of our country. Passenger load factor is not great, and less than 50 kilometers away, Gorakhpur remains the airport of choice. Between April and December last year, that is 2022, there were little over 263,000 international flights which either landed in India or took off from India. This data is from Airports Authority of India website. A total of 2,35,593, that is about 89% of the total international traffic, was serviced by the top 10 airports of our country. Leading this pack is Delhi with 25% of the traffic. At second place is Mumbai at 18%, followed by Chennai, Cochin, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Kolkata, Calicut, Trivandrum, and Ahmedabad in that order. None of the airports in UP figure in the top 10 as far as the number of international flights are concerned. In fact, one thing which is very noticeable is that there are three airports from Kerala in the top 10 as far as the flight traffic goes. At present, 29 airports within the country are designated as international airports. These consist of airports which are fully owned by the government. Then we have airports with public private partnership. And the third category is airports that are under a joint venture. And fourth is a private airport, which I find there is only one airport under this category, which is the Shirdi Airport. So if the top 10 airports take away 89% of the traffic, the remaining 11% is then distributed among the remaining 19 airports. This is the last graph I'll be showing today. This graph shows the international flight traffic during April to December 2022, the same data which I showed you earlier, but it is segmented state-wise. And I'm showing the top 10 states as per the flight traffic. Now, top 10 states are taking away almost 98% of the international traffic. The lead again is with Delhi, second is Maharashtra, and third place surprisingly is Kerala, fourth is Tamil Nadu, fifth place is Karnataka, then we have Telangana, Hyderabad Airport, West Bengal, Kolkata, then Gujarat, and at ninth place is Uttar Pradesh with the three existing airports. The total flight traffic in UP during this period was 5,111, and you can compare it with anything which is above it, say a place like Kerala, which has 45,000 plus flights coming in. So just having an international airport doesn't translate to getting more flights or more passengers or more tourists. An international airport is an expensive proposition. It requires much more facilities than a domestic airport. You need immigration, you need customs, and you need much larger space. No one minds having more airports or better infrastructure. But if these airports are not viable, then the losses will keep accumulating over time. Thank you for watching the first episode of Data Point.